In this video, we will provide expert tips for Schlage, lever, rose, and cylinder removal and replacement. These techniques will be useful if you're rekeying the cylinder, replacing parts, or installing a new lock set. Or if you've ever had difficulty servicing a Schlage lock set, or if you're looking for some professional servicing techniques to improve your technical skills, this video is for you. These are the tools you will need. An ND and L series lever removal tool. Note that this tool is not included with a new lock and must be purchased separately from an authorized Schlage distributor. If you do not have the lever removal tool, a Schlage pin wrench may be used. Note that this tool is included with every new lock. An old-style pin wrench can also be used. If you don't have any of these tools, a 1/16 inch Allen wrench will also work. In addition to the tools already mentioned, you may find it helpful to have a wide rubber band and a strap wrench to make removing the rose easier. In this video, we will be using a Schlage classroom function lock set. To remove the outside lever, an operating key is required. If you do not have an operating key, the cylinder will need to be picked or drilled in order to be able to turn the plug. If you are unfamiliar with these techniques, you may want to contact a professional locksmith for assistance. To find a locksmith, go to allegion.com/US and click on the word Locators. If necessary, open the door to allow easier access to the hole in the side of the lever. Insert the operating key and turn it 90 degrees clockwise or counterclockwise. The key should remain in the vertical position while using the lever removal tool. Grab the lever from the top. Make sure the key remains in the vertical position. Position the lever removal tool as shown. Place the point of the lever tool into the hole in the side of the lever. Push the lever tool inward until you feel the lever catch spring compress slightly. You may need to pivot the tool back and forth to get the point of the lever tool to engage the lever catch. Note that the lever removal tool must be pushed in far enough to fully depress the lever catch. However, do not push the lever catch in too far, as improper lock operation or damage may occur. When you feel the lever give slightly, slowly withdraw the lever removal tool as you begin to slide the lever off the spindle. While pushing in the tailpiece, turn the key until it is parallel with the lever. Try removing the key. If the key cannot be removed, turn the key 180 degrees and try removing the key again. With the key removed, slide the cylinder out of the back of the lever. Note that the outside rose should not be removed unless it has been damaged. The tools used to remove the inside lever are the same as the ones used for the outside lever. For the inside lever, we will be using a pin wrench instead of a lever removal tool. Grab the lever from the top. Insert the pin wrench into the hole in the side of the lever and push the pin wrench inward until you feel the lever catch spring compress slightly. You may need to pivot the pin wrench back and forth to get it to properly engage the lever catch. Note that the pin wrench must be pushed in far enough to fully depress the lever catch. However, do not push the lever catch in too far, as improper lock operation or damage may occur. When you feel the lever give slightly, slowly withdraw the pin wrench as you begin to slide the lever off the spindle. Take note of the position of the dimples on the side of the rose. If the rose was previously installed correctly, the dimple on the left side of the rose will be located approximately 830 to 930. The dimple on the right side of the rose will be located approximately 230 to 330. To increase your grip, place a large rubber band around the inside rose. Grasping the rose with two hands, rotate the rose counterclockwise as demonstrated. You should hear a ratcheting sound as the rose loosens. When the dimples are positioned at 830 and 230, the rose will be in the correct removal position. Slide the rose off the spring cage. Note, if the rose was attached incorrectly during the original installation, you may need to use a strap wrench to rotate the rose to the correct position. To remove a rose that was attached incorrectly, identify the location of the dimple closest to the top of the rose. Place a piece of tape on the rose and draw a line to indicate the location of the dimple. Attach a strap wrench to the rose and rotate it clockwise until the mark on the rose is positioned as shown. Remove the strap wrench. Grasp the rose and rotate it slightly, both clockwise and counterclockwise, to get the rose into the final removal position. Slide the rose off the spring cage. Note, do not use a screwdriver to pry the rose from the spring cage, as it may damage the rose. Apply a small amount of grease to the lever catch to make the lever installation easier. Remove the key from the cylinder. Grasping the tailpiece, slide the cylinder into the back of the lever. While pushing inward on the tailpiece, insert the key and turn it 1/4 of a turn in either direction. Line up the hole in the lever with the lever catch on the spindle. Slide the lever onto the spindle and push the lever inward until it slides over the lever catch and locks in place. Note that you may need to depress the lever catch with the lever removal tool to get the lever to slide over the lever catch. This is especially true if you have an old-style lever catch that is circular rather than rectangular. If the lever does not slide over the lever catch, check the position of the key. It should be in a vertical position. If the lever still does not slide over the lever catch, you may need to adjust the lock timing. To adjust the timing, remove the outside lever. Turn the key 1/2 turn so it is positioned in the opposite vertical position. Reinstall the lever. Verify the lever catch is fully engaged by pulling outward on the lever and rocking it in and out slightly. Note, some older style ND locks had a rubber O-ring that made it difficult to get the lever catch to fully engage. If this is the case, remove the O-ring and discard it. Then reinstall the lever. Test the operation of the key. Align the dimples on the rose with the slots on the spring cage. Slide the rose onto the spring cage. Turn the rose clockwise until it stops. You will hear a ratcheting sound which indicates the rose is properly installed. If the inside spring cage was removed and reinstalled, verify that the lever catch is facing the latch side of the door. Slide the lever onto the spindle and push the lever inward until it slides over the lever catch and locks in place. Verify the lever catch is fully engaged by pulling outward on the lever and rocking it in and out slightly. We hope that you've enjoyed this video and trust the techniques presented will make it easier for you to service Schlage ND series locks. For more information, check out our website at allegion.com/US or contact customer care at 877-671-7011.